Hey. I'm getting over a cold, so I probably sound a little bedraggled, but yeah. Was just having a little conversation in Discord, the Topless Topics Discord, which you can join by going to toplesstopics.org/chat, with some of the regulars about, the usual, just the topless equality fight for, wanting to have the same rights for all genders, not just men, as far as topless equality goes. And one of the regulars was mentioning that he had gotten banned on Facebook for, got eyelash on my eye, for a full nude pic, because it's a man, and saying that he said it's not the same level, but he understands my frustration and resentment over it. And I mean, I hear that, fairly often, and I definitely appreciate any sign of solidarity. And as far as the people that I talk to the most on Discord and during my live streams and on Twitter and stuff like that, I think get it. I have expressed in the past frustration when I have nudist males who centralize it, as one of my previous casual vlogs said, stop making topless equality about your dicks, basically. Stop looking at the fight for normalizing nudity as what can I, a man, how could I benefit from this? Because, again, to repeat myself, topless equality is not the same as full body nudity. I just want the same men rights as men. But anyway, so what we were talking about on Discord briefly, which is why I wanted to ramble a bit on this, and I would like to make an extended version of this at some point, but since I haven't had the free time or health to do an actual good video in a while, I thought I'd just talk about it now and then maybe, delete this video if I make a better one in the future. Is it, or is there a way to avoid doing something full body nude, or especially with women, doing something topless without it being considered fetish, without it being considered, done for sexually titillating purposes, if it's done, like I said, topless for a woman or full body nudity for either, but again, especially women. Because as a woman, I'm stuck in this fucking dichotomy where if I do a video, for instance, I have videos I've done, topless videos I've done, where I'm talking about, discussing sexual fetishes or whatever. I'm not doing anything sexual in them, but I'm talking about sexual education, stuff like that. And of course it's considered like, oh, well, it's sexual. She's topless and she's talking about sex. But if I do a video where I'm doing nothing that has to do with topless, with sex at all, like just a video reviewing, I had a video that got banned on YouTube after years where it was me reviewing the movie Soylent Green, that old classic that I had never seen before. So years ago I did a review of it, and YouTube banned it as, nudity, sexually explicit nudity or whatever. And it was just topless. I had pants on. And, there's whole subgenres of porn and, subreddits devoted just to sharing pictures and videos of nude women, or even just topless women, doing completely mundane things as sexual. And, my often referenced example of it being 90 plus degrees outside, and my husband is basically always topless, being out there doing yard work, and I'm sitting there or standing next to him also doing yard work, and I'm sweating 10 times more than him because I have to wear a fucking shirt or people freak out and think I'm doing, having sex there on the street. Explain to me, how are we ever supposed to normalize non-sexual toplessness for women if everything a topless woman does is treated as sexual? And I mean, again, that's why I do my videos, why I do videos of me playing video games or doing arts and crafts or talking about parenting concerns or, mental health or whatever, doing them shirtless, because as long as you only see topless women in sexual situations, you will only ever associate female toplessness with sexual situations. I am tired of saying it. You are tired of hearing it. So why the fuck is that still considered the norm among all social media that is, primarily geared towards American audiences? All legislation in the U.S. and even legislation that supposedly says it's okay for women to be topless in public still has to retrain their cops like multiple times a year not to arrest women for being topless. Why? Why is this? Anyway, so yes, like I said, I honestly, I can't understand what is the possible argument for how a woman doing a mundane thing without a shirt on is sexual if a man doing it without a shirt is not sexual. And also, even if you do consider it sexual, what can your possible rationalization be for banning a video of a woman or a video or an image of a woman doing something topless, but not banning it if a man does it? Like, if there's a picture of a man, I'm not even going to say trimming a bush because people are going to, I don't know, I'm trying to think like the most mundane fucking thing. I don't know, cleaning a toilet. If you have a picture of a topless man cleaning a toilet that doesn't get banned, and you have a picture of a woman cleaning a toilet that does get banned, how do you justify that? How do you justify that? And another thing that makes me think about this, especially here on YouTube, is that, in YouTube's vague, easily exploited, transphobic, misogynistic, sexist, blah 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 rules about what they ban as nudity, as sexual or not. I should have had it open in front of me before I started filming, but let me see if I can find their exact wording. YouTube nudity guidelines. Basically, it's something about let's see, nudity and sexual content. So here we go. There we go. So here it is, straight on support.google.com, YouTube's official website. Explicit content meant to be sexually gratifying. Meant to be sexually gratifying is not allowed on YouTube. Posting pornography may result in content removal or channel termination. Videos containing fetish content will be removed or age restricted. In most cases, violent, graphic, or humiliating fetishes are not allowed on YouTube. There are so many. I hate that such vagaries are considered the norm in, website rules, legislation, real life legislation, but also website rules, which, determine real life legislation, which is always like 10 to 20 years behind what people actually feel out on the streets and between the sheets and out the streets. No, but public opinion. I first of all, sexually gratifying. What does that mean? Are you going to tell me that a topless guy, a slow-mo of a topless guy working out isn't meant to be sexually gratifying? Guess what? It won't get banned. A video of someone trying on shoes. A foot fetishist will find that a fetish. Does it mean you're going to ban all videos that are, showing feet? Sexually gratifying. Again, literally anything a woman does, even if it's just sitting there reviewing a super old movie that has nothing sexual about it, if she's shirtless, will get banned as sexually gratifying. The end-all be-all of shit like this, where female content is considered sexually gratifying but male content isn't, is the subject of choice, of agency. Men, by the standing of our male-centric patriarchal society, are given the option to say, I am being sexual, I am not being sexual. I am out here walking through the park in a Speedo because I want to be looked at, or here I am a go-go dancer on a stage, I want to be treated as sexual. Here I am at the beach or at the public pool just living my life, also topless, I don't want to be sexual. And I mean, we'll get in a second the bullshit of, you know, is sexual intent the same as sexual activity. But anyway, so, you know, men are given that choice. Women are not. Topless woman dancing on a stage, sexual. Topless woman doing yard work, sexual. Topless woman cooking in the kitchen, sexual. Topless woman sitting on her bed, not fucking moving, talking about an old movie, sexual. The attractiveness of the woman probably also comes into play. Whereas, you know, if it's like a, I don't know, overweight old lady, maybe won't get banned as much. Probably will, though. Probably will. Probably will. As long as they look female, they'll get banned. But yeah, as I was just mentioning too, there's also the bullshit, like, sexually gratifying. Again, a fucking man running through the park, or like doing slow-mo deadlifts with the camera zoomed in on his chest. Somehow that's considered not sexually gratifying, but a girl sitting on a bed talking about, and I say sitting on a bed because that's what my video was. It could be sitting on a chair, sitting on the floor. It doesn't fucking matter where you're sitting or standing. It's still gonna get considered sexual. You know, woman, just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, saying nothing, moving, not doing anything, just, you know, standing there in T-pose like a, you know, CGI model. Anything a woman does, if her nipples are visible, is considered sexual. Even fucking how to check yourself for breast cancer videos are banned as sexually gratifying on YouTube. If enough people, like, report it, down it goes. I mean, there was a joke, kind of joke, not really joke video that went up a while ago, where it was how to check yourself for breast cancer, but because they knew that it would get banned if it was how to do it on a woman, they had a woman reaching around showing how to do it on a man, because guess what, men can get breast cancer too, and it was like a large, overweight, you know, hairy chested man, and they put it up, all these blog posts were written about it, and the video got banned after post went up. Before the post went up, it was fine. And, you know, the lesson there is that YouTube and everything were like, oh no, they're threatening our bullshit, better make it equal again by banning this. Meanwhile, there's videos all over YouTube and everything of men literally playing with their nipples for comedic intent that don't get banned. Anyway, yeah. Same old shit. I'm tired of saying it, you're tired of hearing it, and yet it remains the norm. So, just, I ask you, is there any possible rational explanation that doesn't boil down to unquestioned misogyny and patriarchal, puritanical bullshit norms why a man jumping up and down on camera with his shirt off and camera zoomed in on him slow-mo is not banned as quote-unquote sexually gratifying, but a woman sitting there on a chair talking about Ukraine versus Russia without a shirt on is considered sexually gratifying. Make it make sense.